For over a year now, I've been grafting away on YouTube, creating videos on role playing, talking about dyslexia, how your role playing has helped me overcome, well, not overcome, but helped me deal with my dyslexia. And I've talked about crowdfunding and new games and lots of different things. And this is the first one where I'm going to discuss a physical gift. I've been sent this generally as a present to say thank you for everything I've done, and I'm totally and utterly flattered and flabbergasted, to be honest. So it's been sent to me. Well, let me just read the little note that's in here. So I've got here, I'll go into the book and what's in here, but here we go. It's to Adrian. Thank you for the great entertainment and hours of RPG greatness, Jeff Witty. So Jeff Witty is a subscriber to my channel. He's been subscribing now for several months. He comments quite regularly. He's in my Discord. We've actually played Demio together. So the two videos we've got of Demio, that is with Jeff and myself. I think he asked me what my home address was once, and I was like, okay, is he just going to turn up at my house as a surprise or beat me up or whatever it may be? And he went, look, I've got a present for you. And then say this arrived, and I've got the PDF now, so I will take you through what's actually in the book and what it covers, so we can see some of the artwork. But this is a mid-level monster manual. So it's I don't think, are these classed as books when they're over a certain size? I don't know. Maybe I should have done a bit of research before I put the camera on what it's actually classed as. But yeah, it's a midlife monster manual, so it's a sort of parody monster manual that takes traditional Dungeons and Dragons fantasy monsters and turns them into sort of middle-aged creatures. And the effects that they have on there, you know, reduced movement, the different treasures that are going to have based on the fact that these are elderly versions of, as you can see, front and center, an old beholder here. So yeah, it's quite a fun read and a good laugh, to be honest. And even more incredible, the fact it's been sent to me as a present. So let me show you where you can get this from first. And then what we'll do is I'll take you through the book and you can actually see. So you've seen the most important bit. Your copy, when you buy it, isn't going to come with this. Though I'm sure if you ask Jeff or myself, not that I've got anything to do with this, maybe we'll sign it for you. Well, I actually asked Jeff to sign it because he's considerably more famous than me. So what I'll do, I'll just share my screen and I'll show you the link here on Drive Through RPG. In the video as well, in the description, I will share with you Jeff's Instagram. So you can go there and subscribe to him and look at all of his wonderful artwork that's on there. So let me just share this here from Drive Through RPG. So here we have the Midlife Monster Manual, your basic parody. So it's for old school revive, so it's no essay game and other games. So you're not going to get a physical copy if you buy it from Drive Through RPG. I'll show you also there is another video, there is another website link where you can actually buy a print on demand copy as well. But obviously, if you do want to buy this book, please do use my affiliate link, will be in the description below. Makes me a little bit that I can then throw into other books. Okay, so it's a 36-page booklet. I don't know what's class when it's over certain pages. I don't know what the limit, but it's a book. Let's call it a book. Okay. The book provides a mostly complete alphabetical listing of midlight monsters encountered during the times of middle age in the various works that make up your basic parody series. It's an invaluable aid to growing gamers and grognards alike. So there's just over 30, I say just, there's over 35 monsters in here. And then there is a different stats for them. It talks about the frequency, how many appear, different movements, size, etc. in here. So the author is Michael Bunicki, I think. The artists are Matt Morrow, Colin Richards, Rob Swanson, and most importantly, Jeff Witty here. And obviously, if you use the link here, say the affiliate link, so it makes me a little bit, but you can actually then jump and buy any of these other products by these authors or artists. Right, so let's go and have a look at the book itself. Now we can take a proper look at the cover of the book. So you can see Beholder here, an elderly beholder, Displacer Beast. I can't think what that is off the top of my head. Occupus, a elderly kobold down here. So it comes in at 36 pages, and it's your basic parody guide to the midlife monster. So the first edition here was June 2024. So it's by Martin Brunicki. Um, and the foreword pretty much explains the book. So he is well, I'm assuming he's a elder player and games master like myself. And this is here talking about the pains of growing old and how time slowly starts to get rid of bits of your body, as it feels like, and how it hurts when you stand up, and all these things that come with people of my age. Well, I wish I was 35. That was 30, 15 years ago. So yeah, I feel the pain. I feel the pain of old age, which is what, well, maybe Jeff was insulting me. He was like, "Here we go, old man. This is what you need, a book based on old monsters just like you." But I'm going to take it that it came from a place of love, which I'm sure it was. I know it was really, Jeff. So don't you worry if you're watching this. Well, I know you're watching it because you will be. So the book will open here with an explanatory note, which just breaks down the frequency of how often you're likely to see these creatures between a common creature and then rare. So sort of 5 to 10% chance of having these elderly versions. Yes, it's a little bit parody, but you generally could put these monsters into your campaign, which is why I say I think it's really good. But they're going to come with their own unique names as well. So you got number of appearing represents how when they're going to come, but all of these will have a sort of satirical line and sort of laughter about. It's a very tongue-in-cheek book, but I do think, and I love the idea of fighting an aged, grumpy old beholder, because every creature that we tend to uncover in any role-playing game is normally in its prime. So we'll either have the children and younglings, which your player characters tend to avoid, or you'll have the fighters or monsters in their prime. And this will allow you to say, let's take a beholder that's been around for hundreds of years. I'm not sure exactly how long beholders live for, but at a certain stage, they're going to become elderly and they won't be quite as strong, as sharp. They're going to have pain from just moving. And I just love the idea of this book. It's really, really fun. There's stats here for WAC, so the well-adjusted class, which is a change in their armor class, how far they move, the number of hip dice, so not hit dice, but hip dice, the percentage, the chance that they will be in their own lair. Treasure types, the sort of things you will get when you kill them, number of attacks that they're going to get. These sometimes can be per day as opposed to per round, and the amount of damage per attack, and then any special attacks that they may have, special defenses, any resistances, the sort of intelligence level they're going to have, because obviously us elderly people, our brains start to be less effective, shall we say. It's the diplomatic way of saying we're getting old and forgetful. Actually, the other day, my wife, she's ready to shoot me. I couldn't find my car keys anywhere in the house, and they were still in my car because that's what happens when you get to my age. The alignment here, the alignment of the monsters, the size, and then visualization of the monsters themselves. So all the monsters will have unique plays on their own name. So like the beholder here is the beholder, and then there's individual descriptions of each of the monsters in the book. And this is like the Yugya bear, carry-on crawler, colon octopus. It's just a horrible way of thinking of getting old, and all the wonderful things that are going to happen to you if you're younger than me watching this, thinking, "Yeah, old man, what do you know?" We know a lot. Well, we've forgotten probably more than you even know. And here we are, just looking at really old age monsters with their old age sort of images and descriptions of what they do. It's a really good book. I was quite surprised. I've actually, because I'm funny like that, I tried to scan this QR code here on this prog, and it doesn't work. So I do these things so you don't have to. So I've got a Mind Sayer The Misplace a Beast. So let's just have a look at the Misplace a Beast, shall we? So, say we've got a bit of a description here. So when you put something down, you remember its precise location until the Misplace a Beast attacks. Suddenly you have a 50% chance of missing something, as if all your belongings are phasing in and out of existence. So let's look at the frequency. It's annoyingly common as the year goes by. That's quite true. Back to the car key story again. Number of appearing, one, although it feels like many, many more. The WAC, the well-adjusted armor class, is 14. Misplaced beasts are difficult to hit because they are difficult to find. They move, they constantly. They're never in where you thought they would be, obviously, because it's a misplace beast. The hip dice is a 4 to 10, increasing with each disappearance. Percentage and layers 50-50. Treasure types, single socks, spare keys. It's mocking me. Even this book's mocking me. Reading glasses, sunglasses, that library book you forgot to return, the grocery list, and your wallet. Number of attacks is 1, but always at the worst time. Damage and attack, variable, depends on circumstances. You can't find your keys before the appointment. 12 points of intelligence or charisma damage. Grocery list, 6 points of constitution damage, etc. What special attack does it has? Gain surprise at the dryer, between the couch cushions and under the bed. Special defenses, the WAC, which is the well-adjusted class, if you remember, increases exponentially when the PC is running late or an important documents are required. Resistance, why not get a hook into your car keys, a basket for your paperwork. Whole stories are dedicated to organization after all. Intelligence sure doesn't feel like it when you find your wallet in the pantry. I actually found my wife's mobile phone in the fridge once. If you found your wife's phone and she's considerably younger than me, so she's got no excuse other than the fact that she's probably married to me, which is maybe why she's a bit forgetful. But yeah, if you've left your phone in a weirder place than the fridge, and not known why it's been in the fridge, let me know in the comments below. I know it's not to do with this book, but that was a weird one. Alignment, definitely hunched over from crawling under the table. And then finally, size, frustratingly minuscule. So each of the creatures will have all those sort of descriptions about them individually. So it's really like purple earworm, rusty monster, scrapper, the 40k troll, which took me a while. I couldn't work out that one. Then because 40k is it's your personal pension for Americans, isn't it? So we have personal pensions in this country, and 40k I think is just your personal pension. I think is what Americans call them over there. And then it's got an appendix with just some lines and quotes. And then finally, you've got a treasure table. So a random treasure table here. So you roll a d100 when you kill one of the creatures and you can just roll on it to find. There are other books in this series. So dwellings and driveways, diapers and daycares as well. So you can find those. And there are links to those off the Drive-Thru RPG page. So that is my look at Midlife Monster Manual. Again, Jeff, thank you so much for sending it me. It actually is an amazingly wonderful gift. It's incredibly generous. You paid £1 million almost to get it posted here into the UK from where you are. I'm saying where you are because I've forgotten. Because I'm 50 and I forget things. So yeah, you did tell me once and I remembered and it was quite important. And I remembered before I put the camera on and now I can't. And I don't want to start listing countries. I've waffled enough. Seriously, Jeff, thank you for this. If you are interested in it, please use the link in the description below. So it's a fantastic book. I'm going to look at some of the other books that Martin has written because they are wonderful parody things. And I am going to throw these into my adventures for my players. So if you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. My name's Adrian from Dungeons and Dyslexia. Again, thank you, Jeff, for the 15th time, I think, in this video. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.